Hey everyone, tired of that nagging feeling that you just can't quite stick to your goals? Want to finally break bad habits and make good ones stick? The answer might surprise you. It's all about tiny changes. In James Clear's amazing book, Atomic Habits, he reveals the secrets to transforming your habits and achieving lasting results. Forget willpower. This book is about building a system for success, one small step at a time. Get ready to learn how to make those positive changes you've been dreaming of. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. Step 1. The power of atomic habits. Imagine this. You want to get healthier, but the idea of a complete gym overhaul feels overwhelming. Atomic Habits says that's okay. Instead, focus on tiny improvements. Maybe start by doing 10 jumping jacks every morning you wake up. It might seem insignificant, but that's the power of atomic habits. Small changes, consistently applied, lead to big results over time. Just like compound interest grows your money, these tiny improvements add up to a healthier, fitter you. James Clear calls this the 1% rule. Focus on getting just 1% better every day, and you'll be amazed at the progress you make in the long run. Step 2. The 4 laws of behavior change. So how do we actually make these tiny changes stick? Atomic Habits breaks it down into 4 simple laws. The first law is the cue, that trigger that gets you started. Maybe it's the sound of your coffee brewing that reminds you to do your morning stretches. Second is the craving, the feeling that makes you want to do the habit. Linking your stretches to that burst of energy you get from coffee can make them more appealing. Third comes the response, the actual behavior itself. In this case, doing your stretches. Finally, there's the reward, the satisfying feeling you get after completing the habit. Maybe it's the feeling of accomplishment or the increased energy you have throughout the day. By understanding these 4 laws, we can design habits that are more likely to stick. Step 3. Make it obvious. The first law of behavior change is all about the cue, and Atomic Habits gives us some great tips on how to make those cues obvious. Let's say you want to start flossing every night. Instead of relying on willpower to remember, keep your floss right next to your toothbrush. Now, every time you see the brush, it becomes a cue to floss as well. This is called habit stacking, linking a new habit to an existing one. You can also design your environment to make good habits easier and bad habits harder. Maybe put your workout clothes out the night before so you're more likely to hit the gym in the morning. By making the cues for good habits obvious and reducing the cues for bad ones, you're setting yourself up for success. 4. Make it attractive. Atomic Habits tells us that not all cues are created equal. Some habits are just more appealing than others. So, how do we make good habits more attractive? One way is to associate them with immediate rewards. After your workout, treat yourself to a healthy smoothie you love. This positive reinforcement makes the workout itself more appealing. Another strategy is to cultivate a sense of identity around your desired habits. Think of yourself as someone who is healthy and fit, and the act of working out becomes a way of living up to that identity. Finally, find an accountability partner or join a fitness community. The social connection and support can make sticking to your workout routine much more enjoyable. 5. Make it easy. Even the most attractive habits can fall by the wayside if they're too difficult to do. Atomic Habits emphasizes the importance of making desired behaviors as easy as possible. This means reducing friction and any barriers that might get in your way. Let's say you want to start meditating but struggle to find time in the morning. Instead of aiming for a 30-minute session, start with just 2 minutes. This small, achievable goal makes it more likely you'll actually do it. You can also use what James Clear calls the 2-minute rule. If a habit can be done in 2 minutes or less, you're much more likely to start and stick with it. This is a great way to build momentum and gradually increase the difficulty of your habits over time. 6. Make it satisfying. We all know the satisfaction of completing a task, especially a challenging one. Atomic Habits teaches us to harness that feeling to reinforce positive habits. One way to do this is by adding immediate rewards to your routine. After you finish flossing, take a sip of minty mouthwash you love. This small reward adds a layer of satisfaction to the flossing habit. making it more likely you'll repeat it in the future. Habit tracking is another powerful tool. Seeing your progress visually with a string of check marks on your calendar can be incredibly motivating. It allows you to celebrate small wins and stay committed to your goals. Finally, Atomic Habits explores techniques like habit streaks and habit contracts. These involve publicly committing to your habits, which can add an extra layer of accountability and make them even more satisfying to complete. 7. The importance of identity. Atomic Habits goes beyond just the mechanics of habit formation. It delves into the power of identity. When your habits align with your self-image, they become much easier to maintain. Let's say you want to become a writer. Instead of focusing solely on the act of writing every day, think about yourself as a writer. What do writers do? They write consistently, even when it's not easy. By framing your habits in this way, they become a way of living up to your identity. This identity-based approach is a powerful motivator for long-term change. So instead of saying, "I want to lose weight," focus on becoming someone who makes healthy choices and prioritizes their well-being. 8. The 4 stages of habit formation. Atomic Habits reminds us that habit formation isn't a one-time event. It's a process. The book outlines 4 key stages that every habit goes through. Cue. This is the trigger that initiates the behavior. It could be a specific time of day, a certain location, or an emotional state. Craving. The cue triggers a craving, a desire for the reward associated with the habit. Maybe after work you crave the comfort of mindlessly scrolling through social media. Response. This is the actual behavior itself. In this case, giving in to the urge to scroll through social media. Reward. The behavior delivers a reward, satisfying the craving and reinforcing the habit loop. In this example, the reward might be the temporary distraction and escape social media provides. By understanding these stages, we can identify areas where we can intervene and make positive changes. For instance, if you find yourself mindlessly scrolling at night, you can change the cue, put your phone away before bed, or remove the reward, log out of social media apps. 9. The role of environment. Our environment plays a crucial role in shaping our habits, according to Atomic Habits. Just imagine a house filled with sugary snacks. It's definitely not going to help you maintain a healthy eating habit. So, how can we optimize our surroundings to support our goals? Let's say you want to focus more on reading. Designate a specific area in your home as your reading nook, filled with comfortable furniture and good lighting. This creates a cue for reading and makes it more likely you'll pick up a book. Conversely, if you're trying to break a bad habit, like watching late-night TV, remove the cues and temptations. Put your TV in a closet or keep it turned off entirely. By controlling your environment, you can control your habits. 10. Habit tracking and measurement. Atomic Habits emphasizes the importance of tracking your progress. There's something incredibly motivating about seeing your habits come to life on a calendar or chart. It allows you to identify areas for improvement and celebrate your wins, no matter how small. But remember, focus on consistency over immediate results. Don't get discouraged if you miss a day or two of flossing. Just get back on track and keep moving forward. The key is to develop a sustainable habit routine, and tracking helps you stay accountable. There are plenty of habit tracking apps available, or you can simply use a pen and paper. Find a system that works for you and stick with it. 11. The importance of rituals. Routines are great for getting things done, but Atomic Habits emphasizes the power of rituals. Routines are simply the what, the specific actions you take. Rituals, however, add a layer of meaning and intention to those actions. They become ingrained in our identity and can act as powerful cues to trigger desired behaviors. For instance, maybe you have a morning ritual of making coffee, meditating for 5 minutes, and then reading a positive affirmation. This ritual sets the tone for a productive and mindful day. Pre-performance rituals are also powerful tools. Athletes might listen to a specific playlist or visualize their success before a competition. These rituals prime the mind and body for peak performance. By incorporating rituals into your daily routine, you can create powerful cues that automatically trigger positive habits. 12. Continuous improvement. Change is rarely linear. There will be setbacks and days when you fall off track. Atomic Habits encourages us to embrace the concept of continuous improvement. Don't get discouraged by occasional slip-ups. Focus on the long game. Maybe you miss a workout one week. That's okay. Get back on the horse the next day and keep moving forward. Atomic Habits also emphasizes the importance of experimentation and adaptation. What works for one person might not work for another. Be open to trying different strategies and find what sticks for you. Track your progress, analyze what's working and what's not, and refine your habits as you go. This approach allows you to continuously improve and build a system for long-term success. 13. The power of habits in achieving goals. Imagine trying to build a house with just willpower. It would be slow, tedious, and likely to crumble. Atomic Habits argues that habits are the building blocks of lasting change. They're the compound interest of self-improvement. Small, consistent improvements add up to remarkable results over time. Instead of focusing solely on achieving a specific goal, like losing weight, focus on building the habits of healthy eating and exercise. These habits become ingrained in your lifestyle, making weight loss a natural consequence. By prioritizing systems over goals, you'll set yourself up for sustainable success in all areas of life. So, ditch the fad diets and quick fixes. Embrace the power of habits and watch yourself transform into the person you want to be. Conclusion. So, there you have it. The key takeaways from James Clear's amazing book, Atomic Habits. We learned that small changes, consistently applied, can lead to massive results. By understanding the cues, cravings, responses, and rewards that drive our habits, we can design a system for success. Remember, focus on building positive habits that align with your identity and create an environment that supports your goals. Embrace continuous improvement, track your progress, and celebrate your wins. With Atomic Habits as your guide, you can transform your habits and achieve anything you set your mind to. Thanks for joining me on this journey to better habits.